I'm here with Sarah O'Malley Fisher, head coach of the Cougars softball team. And Sarah, since the last time we talked about, I think a week and a half ago, a lot of good things have been happening with the Cougars to the point that with yesterday's sweep at home over Dominican, the Cougars are currently 7-3 in the conference and pushing the couple traditional leaders at the top of the conference. And Sarah, let's just start with a word about yesterday. Traditional rival in Dominican, big crowd on hand, part of it being focused on Division III athletics yesterday. But 4 home runs in the doubleheader really got the Cougar crowd going, and it was just a wonderful thing to experience.
It was a great day. It was. I want to say thank you to everybody who came out. It was beautiful when the game started, and then it got colder and colder as the day went on. So we appreciate the support yesterday. It was a great crowd between Concordia and Dominican, and it was a great event, and I hope we can keep that going. The games yesterday, Dominican is a phenomenal team, and we came out and we played the very best that we possibly could, and that's how we measure ourselves, is how we compete with the elite of our conference, and I consider Dominican to be one of the top in the conference in regards to that. So for us to come out and to play the way we did, to stay consistent, to be even keel. We had all members of our squad into that game yesterday, and everyone helped win those 2 games. So it was a really big step in the right direction for conference, but we've got some more tests coming up this week that we have to take care of.
All right, and Sarah, as most of us know, it was a very difficult start to the Cougar season, winless in Florida, and then a couple weeks of no competition for a few weeks after that. But all credit to your players. I mean, the attitude has stayed great, and certainly that's been, I'm sure, a huge reason for the Cougars' success as of late.
Well, in the beginning of the season, way back in the fall, we talked about an acronym called MAGIC, and that was making a greater individual commitment. I think it's a fantastic way of looking at these young women and what they have done. Our spring break trip was a little rough, but I knew it would be because we played a bunch of NAI teams and a couple of D2 teams, and that's okay because we got better over spring break. And then being able to come back and just start playing again, I think you could see that the process of what we did over spring break is starting to really work into it. We still have more room to improve. We still have room to make a bigger individual commitment on each and every one of our parts, from the coaching staff right down to the 14th player on our squad. But everyone is doing that, and when you're fighting together and you're working well, greatness can be there if we continue to do what we're supposed to do.
All right, Sarah, let's talk about some of the individuals that have been contributing in a huge way lately. We mentioned the 4 home runs yesterday in the doubleheader. Allie Bohat, Emmy Val, Jenny Jensen, but probably the one we didn't mention yet has been the biggest hitter of late, and that's sophomore Michelle Alexander. That was her first career home run yesterday, and it turned out to be the game winner in Game 1. But along with her hitting, which is currently over 500 in conference, she's playing some real nice defense at third base for you.
She is. She's done a really great job of stepping into that role and just doing everything that we ask her to do. She's not flashy. She might not be the fastest all the time, but she reacts very well. She understands the situations that we're giving her when situations are in play, and she tries her very best to work hard through every situation. And I think that's the biggest thing for her. She's worked extremely hard on her hitting in the off season, and she's taken that extra step to be a vacuum cleaner or a hoover, like I like to call it, over at third base, and she's done a great job for us, and I'm very proud of where she's gone. As I have the rest of the defense, we played some great defense yesterday. Jenny Jensen made some fantastic plays. Hannah Solium in center field. Steph Deanna at second base. Audrey Cura called a very good game for both games. It was just a really good team effort overall. I mean, Emmy Vowell in left field had a couple of plays in that second game that got outs that probably wouldn't have been outs in a normal game. So it was impressive. And I'm very happy that we're starting to play the type of softball that I know we're capable of.
All right. Let's talk about your pitching for just a moment, because that has also been impressive as of late. Megan Johnson has won her last 4 decisions after starting the season 0-3. I know her ERA right now is about 2.5, as is Courtney Peppers. She came through with a solid complete game victory in game 2 yesterday, and her ERA is, I believe it's about 2.60 right now. And then we also have to mention Alicia Salata. She came in relief of Johnson in the 5th inning yesterday and got a couple of very important outs. She wound up finishing the game and getting a big W.
Yeah, it was nice for our pitching staff yesterday, and I think that's kind of the epitome of what our team is when one person struggles, somebody else is stepping up and that next man up kind of mentality. Alicia did a great job coming in for Megan, and Courtney did a phenomenal job keeping a great hitting Dominican team off balance, and that's what you're asking from your pitchers. I do want to say something about our Wisconsin Lutheran games on Monday, who we did play as well. We had a bigger lead coming in there, and then Julianne Nation, who hasn't seen a lot of action in our conference, she came in and did a fantastic job of shutting Wisconsin Lutheran down. So I have 4 pitchers on the staff that I believe I probably could go to at any time to be strong for us. And so it's nice when our juniors are stepping up that way, and then you can see our freshmen starting to build and believe in themselves as well.
All right. As you mentioned at the top of this interview, a couple of big doubleheaders coming this weekend. Saturday, we will play Edgewood College here at home. And then Sunday, going out to Rockford to play the Regions twice. Just talk about what's on the horizon for these next couple days.
Well, we like to kind of go one game at a time, so we're really focusing on Edgewood. We'll have a good practice tomorrow and get ready for that. It's nice to be able to play on our home field again. Our field was in much better shape than it was against Alverno on Saturday with the rain and stuff, so it was really great to play on. And Edgewood and Rockford are both quality programs, and we have to come out and we have to play our game, and we have to be able to stay out with our game from the first pitch to the last pitch. And if we do that, I think we can be successful.
All right. Sarah, I'd like to thank you for your time this afternoon. Congratulations on a very, very exciting week, 10 days of Cougars softball, and let's keep the momentum going this weekend.
Thanks, Jim.